Hi folks, it's Monday. It's time for Monday Motivation. And today's Monday Motivation is actually the backstory behind me trying to create this video. I am somebody that experiences analysis paralysis, which then usually that leads to procrastination. So to break that down a little bit, analysis paralysis is when you overthink something so much that you don't ever take any action. So you're thinking about the past, you're thinking about the right now, you're thinking about the future, and you overanalyze things so much that by the end I'm like, oh, I'm exhausted, I don't want to do anything now. And so then for me, that leads to procrastination and just not doing anything. So today I was like, oh my gosh, what do I talk about? Nothing huge happened this week where I felt like it was like a beautiful lesson that I could teach all of you. I don't know what to do. I've got all these things that I need to do for this week. Maybe I just won't do a video this week. And then I was like, wait a minute, this is it. I'll do a video about this, analysis paralysis and procrastination. I usually try to film this video in the afternoon when there's a lot of like natural light, so then I can edit it and be done by Sunday night. Yep, I do these Sunday night, and then I schedule it to go out Monday morning at 8 a.m. Well, it's about 4:30 right now, so we've got not natural light, we've got the real lights going on in the house right now, because you wouldn't be able to see me if I didn't, because I wasn't sure what to talk about. Not only do I experience analysis paralysis, but I can sometimes have a bout of procrastination. And sometimes this can be a positive thing, because then sometimes people work better last minute. I found that for most things, I'm not. I need to like have time to think about it and like really work on it over a couple of days. But sometimes with these videos, I have to leave it for the last minute because we were traveling yesterday, and so I didn't have time to actually film it. So here we are. The reason that I bring this up is because I want to talk about like, how do we get over this? What are some things that we do? So for me, I started to really experience analysis paralysis and procrastination a couple of years ago, because I was starting to understand when I was tackling my mental health issues that I was facing, was that I was working too much and I wasn't spending enough time for self-care on myself. And we hear a lot about self-care, blah, blah, blah. I know folks are probably tired of hearing about this. But the one thing that I learned about myself is that I really like to spend time watching some shows that I love to be entertained. And what I was finding is that I was doing it too much. So I would spend days like over the holiday break just watching it, which is fun to a point, but then eventually it's like, oh, I should have probably cleaned my apartment today, and I should have run those errands, and instead of ordering Uber Eats today, I should have gone to the grocery store and got my own groceries to save money and all the things. And it can be really easy to just get caught up in that cycle of, well, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that tomorrow. So because I overanalyze stuff, I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight, so I'll just think about it some more, I'll watch another episode, and then I'll think about it, and then suddenly it's the evening. And then I'll just do that day after day after day. So I wanted to talk about some ways now that I'm trying to tackle those things. So self-care is important, and I'm still gonna do those things, but I start to limit my time a little bit. And I get this little voice in my head that's like, don't do that. You work so hard. You deserve this break. You travel 200 days out of the year. You just did, 3 speeches this in one day, and all the things. And my ego and my inner child is like, take a break, girl. But we can't. Life doesn't work that way, and we have to keep going. And so I had a friend and a mentor recently suggest to me, pick a couple things and tackle those 2 or 3 things. Start that the first thing in the morning. So today is a perfect example. I woke up this morning and I was like, ugh, we traveled all day yesterday. Like, I don't want to do anything today. I just want to like lay in bed and like watch my shows. I like worked really hard. I had to work on the weekend. Feel bad for me. And like on top of that, my list was I needed to change the sheets on my bed and wash them. I needed to just do laundry in general for the week. I needed to tidy up a little bit. I needed to finish unpacking my suitcase from traveling yesterday. I was meeting a friend for brunch today, and all those things felt difficult. And I know like maybe changing your sheets isn't not difficult for everyone, but for me, like not having legs, it's a bit of a challenge. Like it's hard to like throw the sheet over my bed, and I can do it. It just takes me a little bit longer, and it takes a lot of effort. It's like, oh, I don't want to have to like put in any effort today. So my friend taught me to just like pick 2 things. So I got up, and I instantly pulled the sheets off the bed and started washing them. Then I came out here on the couch where I'm at right now, and I turned on the TV and I watched an episode while I washed those sheets. I'm watching Sabrina, by the way. This 3rd season's amazing. And then after that, I took a shower. And then after I took a shower, I took the garbage out. And then after I took the garbage out, I went and I met my friend Sally for brunch, and now here I am in front of you recording this video. So what I found is that when I start to do at least 1 or 2 things, even though that voice in my head says, don't do it, just relax today, I still force myself to get up and I say, thank you for sharing, but we've got to do these 2 things at least. I found when I get up and I do the 2 things, then suddenly I'm like, oh, that wasn't so bad. That was easy. Okay, I can do one more thing and one more thing. And then I find myself being super productive. and analysis paralysis go out the window, and suddenly procrastination goes out the window. So, for today's Monday motivation, if you're feeling analysis paralysis or you find yourself being a procrastinator and you don't want to be, here's what I would tell you. Pick 2 things every day. Start with those 2 things. Do those. Then see how you feel. Some people need a reward system of like, do the thing, get a reward. Do the thing, get a reward. For me, I've got to just like do the things, because if I sit down with a reward, I may never get up from the reward. That's my suggestion for today. Folks, I hope you have a great Monday. If you have other ways that you battle analysis paralysis or procrastination, obviously please share it in the comments below. I would love to know. And for those of you that watch and comment, I'm sure you would love to know too. That's it. As always, you're my new best friend. Call me every 5 minutes. Have a great week. Bye.